An elevator camera, a missing student. 18 days later, maintenance drains a rooftop tank and finds her. No wounds, no drugs. Officially, an accident. But the questions, they never stopped. This is Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel. Elisa Lam was 21, a Canadian student traveling solo down the West Coast. She posted daily, called her parents every day. She'd struggled with bipolar disorder, treated with prescribed meds. That context matters, but it's not the whole story. Her routine cracked. Posts faded, calls stopped, and the people around her noticed something was off, something unsettling. On January 28th, Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel. Rebranded as Stay on Main on Skid Row's edge. After a couple days, staff moved her from a shared room to a private one, due to odd roommate conflicts. In the following days, Elisa's behavior became noticeably erratic. Small things, but enough for staff to grow concerned. January 31st, the day Elisa was supposed to check out and head to Santa Cruz. That morning, her parents stop hearing from her. The LAPD is contacted. Officers search her room, the hallways, even the rooftop with dogs. But nothing. No clues, no trace. Flyers start appearing all across downtown Los Angeles. Days pass with no sign of Elisa. No activity on her phone. No sightings. Nothing new for investigators to follow. And then, the case shifts. Detectives turn to the hotel's security footage, and what they find becomes the most disturbing part of this story. On February 13th, LAPD releases the final known sighting. That elevator video. It runs about 2.5 minutes. Elisa presses multiple buttons, peeks into the hallway, steps in and out, makes strange hand motions, and then walks away. The doors linger open and finally close. The clip goes viral worldwide. Online sleuths argue the timestamp is obscured, the speed inconsistent, maybe a minute missing, raising claims the footage was edited before release. Hotel management denied wrongdoing. Officially, there's no proof of a deliberate cover-up. Still, the perception stuck. Days pass. Guests start complaining about low water pressure, dark water, and a strange metallic taste. February 19th. A maintenance worker climbs up to the roof to check the 4 1,000-gallon tanks, the ones feeding water to the rooms and the cafe. He notices one hatch slightly open. He looks inside and sees a body floating face up. It's Elisa. The tank has to be drained and cut open because the hatch is too small for any recovery gear.
Police confirm the identity of a female's body found in the water tank of an LA hotel. 21-year-old Elisa Lam disappeared several weeks.
February 21st. The coroner rules accidental drowning. Later, the full report notes bipolar disorder as a significant condition. No physical trauma, no evidence of assault, no recreational drugs, trace alcohol only. Clothing, similar to the elevator footage, is found in the water, coated with a sand-like particulate, along with her watch and room key. Levels of prescription meds suggest under-medication or recent non-adherence. The autopsy answers one question, but quietly opens another. If there was no struggle, no trauma, and no external force involved, then the focus shifts away from how she died and toward where she was found.
Had been staying at the Cecil Hotel. Hotel guests reported the water pressure in the building was low.
How did she reach the roof at all? Stairwells were locked, doorways were alarmed. Only staff had the codes and keys. There was one remaining route, the fire escape, accessible only through a window. Search dogs reportedly lost her scent near that window, and according to the maintenance worker, the tank lid was already open when she was found. Which removes the most common question. She didn't have to close it from the inside.
LA authorities say the body had been inside for at least 2 weeks and was severely decomposed. According to the LAPD, the tank's metal latch could be easily opened, but added that access to the hotel's roof is secured with an alarm and lock.
Foul play? No trauma, no toxicology support. Dogs found nothing in legal searches. Not impossible, but evidence is thin. Substance-induced episode? No illicit drugs detected. Decomp can complicate screens, but reports don't support party drugs. Accidental misadventure during a bipolar episode? Disorientation? This is what the official finding implies. Diminished judgment, confusion, or paranoia. Access to the roof via fire escape entry into the tank. Clothes removed in water. Possible scenario: panic, cramping, or attempt to float. It explains most facts, not all. Note: mental illness isn't a plot twist, it's a health condition. The report names it as a contributing factor, not a character flaw. If this was an accidental episode tied to bipolar disorder, it points to impaired judgment rather than intent. Disorientation or panic could explain the roof access and the water tank. The ruling leans this way, but not everyone is convinced. Three sticking points keep the internet awake. 1. The elevator video. People feel inside it there's someone just off camera or an edit. The timestamp is obscured. Perceived speed shifts add to the suspicion. 2. The access. Why didn't searches find her if dogs went to the roof? Access through windows, fire escape, and the sheer size of the structure complicate that picture. 3. The tank logistics. Height, hatch, and lid. But the finder's statement that the lid was already open is often forgotten. Her parents filed a wrongful death suit. A judge dismissed it in 2015, ruling the hotel couldn't reasonably foresee a guest accessing the tanks. The case fed documentaries, comparisons to dark water, and a lasting internet obsession with what that elevator clip means, and what it doesn't. Officially, accidental drowning. Unofficially, an empty space where certainty should be. We keep replaying an elevator that won't close, staring into a tank we wish had never been opened, trying to read meaning into silence. For Elisa Lam, there's no twist ending, only unanswered minutes. If you want a neat solution, this isn't that story. But if you want the truth, here it is. Sometimes the human mind and a hostile city line up just wrong, and tragedy finds the gap.